Welcome back, and yep, this is directly off of the previous part. My recording automatically stopped, so yep, this is the next part. Nothing really happened. We're about to move out with my big army. I was going to say maxed, but there's only 25 T3s, but I maxed out on the tanks, the T2s, so I might as well give them a spin. And if I just lose it, it doesn't matter, because I have to wait for the flyers anyway. That's what I'm waiting for, so might as well make use of these. Enormous death ball coming in. T2 tanks are very good because they hit scan, so they can shoot enemy missiles more effectively, as opposed to the T3 tanks, which have just got pretty normal bullet projectiles. Wow, that's a lot of enemy units. Wow. There goes like half of my death ball already. Gotta keep them consolidated. Well, apparently that's not happening. I think I'll be beaten by this army. Let's slowly retreat. Very intense. And shoot this one for free. That's a real attack. There we go, this space has been taken out. Did that draw their army away? It did. Nice. Not really destroying the army here now. Just the air units. This ground army is stranded. The enemy units are there, yep. They're trying to get over here now. And the enemy using the enemy, the army, the units as defense is kind of cheating. Man, really, it's a smart move. Probably the RTS AI or something. But in the meantime, I can actually come and take out this core. I explored this. I found that it was poorly defended, so let's just do that. Boom. And is this turret that I placed here? It is still here, actually. I might just do the same over here, just so I can have vision over here. Never mind, because enemy air units are here. And there goes the rest of my ground army. I think there was the space at the top over here that was also pretty poorly defended. That is still owned by the enemy. That as well. Run away! And that is all that is left of my army. Not an army anymore. Why are you outside the wall? Nice. I don't think I can take this anytime soon. Enemy units will be there. Oh, and they destroyed this. But I didn't get any notification that they attacked my core, so... Power connected. All of this hasn't been shot at ever. Pretty nice of them. Yeah, I don't think I can use the ground army, at least not against... until their army is taken care of, at least. But I can use air units for surgical strikes against enemy weak spots. What is this? There's a pocket over here. I wonder if I can... Anyway, rebuild all of this first, and then pick up this container. There is a pocket over here. Curious. Let's just take out this core real quick. And the production of enemy tier 3 air units. Send these to the back. And that injured one to the back. Get out. Nice. Take that out. Quick. Nice. Stop the enemy tier 3 air unit production. Nothing I can do about that one though. At least not right at this moment in time. These things do a lot of damage. Or possibly a combination of high damage and low health, which is why the enemy ones were shot down so quickly, despite being tier 3. These things do 140 area damage every 2 seconds. This does 50 damage, also every almost 2.5 seconds. 2,300 health as opposed to... Oh, okay. Not sure then. Maybe all units are pretty squishy. Units aren't here anymore. They are, actually. There is a big base over here, an enormous base making air freeze. You can see that right now. Kind of dumb of them to have 2 of these factories that are not running efficiently. You could have just connected all these heaters into one nitrogen and have the same effectiveness. There's actually a second T3 factory, I think, over there. Oh, I suppose that's where the tank and the other one is coming out, the roller. Can I snipe anything from there? It looks pretty well defended though. Nope. Ouch. I think that was the only tier 3 air factory over there, so... the enemy has rebuilt one of the cores, actually, at some point in time. Core is there. Enemy units are here. And that was the core that they rebuilt. And no more. Can I actually dive this? That is a big core though. Wow, look at that. If I get you to fly just directly across that way, and then the rest of you back it. That's taking way too much. Oh! I did take it down though. 6 cores. They rebuilt one of them again. I hope it's not this one. Although with all of these buildings here, I don't think they can actually get production back up. It is this one. And this has got nothing for the space, just a bit of defenses. That isn't really doing anything. You can actually control a unit and uncontrol it to teleport here. It's kind of funny. We can get a turret maybe. For vision. I wonder if this belt fireplace over here will survive. No, it won't. Four enemy cores, so they must have rebuilt this one as well, actually. I sneak this one here. Okay. Revision of that core as well. And I can actually research the Titan. What does this need? Hydrogen. I wonder if I could actually build a tank and slide out. Carry it with me, basically. And then get a belt of thorium out, maybe. Or should I just extract it from the ground? There's thorium right here. And then I need the new drill. That one. Revision. Nice. Is it accurate? I can't tell if they rebuild something because of the fog of war, but I wonder if the gas leak is accurate as an indicator. Like, cause sometimes in the fog of war, you can almost always see enemy projectiles, so you can tell where enemies are. Although, you know, you won't see projectiles if there's nothing for them to shoot at, of course. I might consider changing this to air. Although I'll need more graphite. Turret hasn't been replaced. So, last time I dived in with 12 units. And it took out that turret. Oh, did they just replace that turret? Damn it. That means I was ever so slightly too late. And I should have just dived in. And yeah, even though I can't see the turret, there's no steam anymore, there's no leakage of liquids, so yeah. That is unfortunate. And it's annoying how the enemy units are just camping in random spots. Probably there, instead of coming for my base. Or more like we're just stuck on the walls, really. up this hydrogen. See if I can get my army out here. Except for the air units, I don't need them for that. I do have the Titan. Oh, my one tank. I want to try to take up the northern base, I think. First. That has huge range, wow. Oops. Oh. Here we go, forward operating base. Over here. They haven't actually rebuilt any of these. T1, T3s. And that's just barrages at long distances. If I recall, all of the units were actually just stacked over here for some reason. Terrorism or thorium is not coming in here. This is supposed to be an overflow. You're supposed to be delivering to this one first, and that's because that was full. Let's see. Alrighty, looks like my army is not being swamped by enemy units, so let's just keep pushing on forward. Keeping in a nice, compact ball formation. Making my way up towards that big enemy base. Enemy units are now targeting my units. Even those T1 hovercraft are not coming here. Let's just use these to scout. You can slowly make your way over there. I believe the enemy units were all just parked here. Yeah, look at that. So many Tefris just parked over there. Not complaining that they are parked over there, but as soon as they aren't, and they move out, then my army might be pincered, which is going to be bad. There must be thorium in this space for them to make Tefris, which there are. Keep all the units together, otherwise the Tefris will be left behind. I wonder if I should come here and build this one. Leaking gases. Router there, I guess. I cannot see. What is this? This is water? Going to this. I don't really know why. There's probably silicon. No silicon here. That's what of turrets, I see. Hydrogen. they're so hard to rebuild like this. Can I just do that? Maybe? That doesn't have power. Three drills just for one of these. That's a bit excessive. You can just go to the core. But where's silicon coming from? Here. This should all be working. Nice. Sublimate, I don't really care about. Hydrogen is connected. Nice. Ready, death ball. I think just go in, to be honest. It is a Titan. Wow. Okay. Very scary. Why are you going into weird directions? Okay, instead of breaking to the front, I might just go back with sniping the core, which I saw was somewhat exposed on that side. And instead of diving the turret, I might just try to dive the core with these units, to be honest. So, I'm going to tell them all to come over here and dive the core. But I'm going to get a couple of these on a flyby to the turret location. One's actually over here. And then get some of these on a flyby over here. Try to draw the fire away from the main units. Let's see if I can get right on top of that. Get right. Yeah, I don't want to get this turret, which is not necessary to aggro because it's not in range. Nice. Get one directly on here. And that did not work. At all. Great. That was not where I wanted to respawn. Ouch. That's not good. Wow, that was like half the units gone in a moment. Wow. There's more than 20 of these. And now it's only 14. It's crazy. Power is down for some reason. Arcosite, because there's no hydrogen. Because that was shot at. It's better. Okay, I'll just wait for the next army to build up. They must have rebuilt this core again. I wonder where the enemy units are. Oh wow. I might just let them have that, to be honest. Let me get some of these here, just to shoot down their projectiles. I suppose I can build up the space. Get more tier-free production. Build it up from scratch. This takes so long to build. And I need sand. Where did this base get sand? I guess from here. Get this drill or this thorium. Might as well leave that turret there actually. It's almost dead. This is a 5x5 drill. Needs hydrogen. There's no archetype in this space either. No, that way. Tungsten this way, looking that way, and thorium that direction, silicon in this direction, yep. Do I need to defend this? I mean, I probably should. gonna get power here easily. There we go. Nice. Then this needs more sand. Already a bunch of air units. I'm gonna build up this base. Without defenses, it's a bit naked right now, but whatever, should be fine. Fine, I'll build it up. Let's just get a lazy one of these down. I do not mean to use the armored duct, but that's okay. And let's just use air units to attack this rather than using ground units. And instead of diving the core, I will attack that turret. Everyone attack that turret. And then I'll get some of these to go around the kite. Ready, everyone here, then attacking that one. I actually just shoot on that without hitting the core. Not really. Ah, that lost so many of those units. Yep. Let's just run to a healing spot real quick. Power. Can I get more power? I just need more spaghetti, basically. Nice, a bunch more air units. Go for another attack run. I want to take out that turret, I think. Can you actually come up in a ball? What's happening? And I hope they haven't rebuilt that one there. What if I actually go for the ammo line? Nice. And then use one of these to just waste its ammo. Wow, look at that. Oh, that worked pretty well. And then shoot the core for free. That is how you do it. Maybe I could have disabled both turrets like that, because they're both supplied by that same line. But anyway, that doesn't matter now, because I have taken out this big base, this gigantic base. Why are there enemy units here? Nice! Take out the space. And this turret nearby should have been disabled. I wonder if I can take out the power or something here. This part of the space is definitely still online. I hope the space runs out of power soon. I already have 25 air units thanks to the double factory here. I definitely don't want them to rebuild this one. Power is down. I can see that even in the fog of war. Which means that Afflict is pretty much toast. These turrets must be supplied by either thorium or tungsten. Do they always make that death sound? That drill is actually still on. Eh, whatever. Let's just kill it. Take out the Titans from the back. Nice. That's nice, and then take out the rest of that basically. Shell it from a distance using these tier 3s. Power's down, so this Afflict is no longer on. I can build stopping there. It's a beautiful sight, look at that. They're trying their best, but with their, you know, supplies failing, turrets going down, and too many projectiles, it will go down. The base will fall. Big turret here for vision. Air units did really well. And let's look at the rest of the map. There is a ton of enemy units there, so let's do the rest for now. Air units, get over here. How many units? There is a path this way, and some titans and afflicts. All I want to do is... I don't want to use ground units. Why are you sticking out ahead? Maybe that's actually not too bad, sticking out ahead. Go for the titans, snipe those out. I don't want to face those using ground units, and everyone else in there. Air units, get back. Eventually I can snipe that as well. Nice. You can actually use them like bombers actually. With bombing runs. That's another core down. That was just a small base with a very strong front door. Go. Heal up all of these injured units. Air freeze, do your thing. Looks like that's actually all I can use for ground units. So there is a space eventually they'll have to hit, so let's just send all the ground units here. And then get all the air units. Start destroying the bases over here. That is an enormous fleet coming in. Let's have a look at what's going on. A bunch of turrets on the front. Nothing too scary, none of the high tier weapons. That core is actually completely unprotected. That's a bit of a design flaw. Yeah, unfortunate after coming all of this way. But here, surely not as well. Bit of a pocket. It is actually an entirely enclosed pocket, although there is one spot for a belt to come in. That's a bit disappointing for this base over here. Looks like there's actually another base. But I can just fly around the dead zone. I mean, I want to have a look at what the base looks like, but that's pretty unfortunate. And it's only low tier turrets as well. Oh well. That base is taken out. That one is... oh, not yet. That one as well. And there is only one core left. All the enemy units are coming out actually. The other enemy units here, they're up here. Should we see how air units do against ground? Because why not? Look at all those T3s. My unit count is plummeting. Who will win? Enemy will win. Wow. Anyway, let's just finish this. And yeah, it's not a speed run. This level was not a speed run by any means. If I were to do it again, I would definitely go for tier 3 air units as opposed to these crawlers, actually. They're pretty useless in this one. And then just do surgical strikes, and you can even attack big bases, even with Titans and Afflicts. So, and they're very maneuverable. You can also fly back and heal them as well, so that is what I would do if I were to play this again. But anyway, that was a very difficult and long mission, the hardest one yet. And that's all for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next.